Welcome back to Old Man Gaming, where as you can see, we're back here in Gold Rush, and, well, we better turn this guy off. Tank is empty. We could fix that, though. It's early in the morning, and I have dug a lot. You can see we got 4 million gold. I put these gas tanks out here, because look how fast it is to fill up. We're almost done. We just started. We can run down to this one. By the time that one is done, you know, so like, remember how long it was taking me to fill up last time? I'm going to turn these off. Surprised they're still going, actually, so it's kind of nice. Let's go grab the one back here. Tank is refilled, so good, so good. So the only one that's even a slightly bit tricky is the last one there. That's only because you don't want the, the gas tank to be right in the way here. Darn it, I can't get it on that side. Let's see, we want there. Oh, nope, wrong button. Oh my gosh, all the wrong buttons today. Actually, I think I'm gonna pull that in. It might make a difference, I don't know. So this one is the only one that we have to like constantly realign, but that's all. You know what we need to do? I get rid of the... I left all the stuff on and went to do like a cleanup. And we'll look at the leaderboard in just a minute. There we go. What the? No! Shh. Kidding me? We're right freaking here! The son of a... God damn, I gotta bring the truck down here for one. I just like backed up a tiny bit, we would have been fine. Stupid piece of garbage, man. Oh, what do we got here? We got 84. We're gonna fill this guy up. He's like, parts are breaking, but it's all good. He's not gonna move too much anymore. I probably just need to back him up a little bit. But you can see we've done a lot of digging. Let's look at the leaderboard now. Got some good news is no one's moving, and they did remove the last, that big guy with a lot. So my guess is this guy will get removed, because we can clearly see he's cheating now, because he had 28k and now he's got 28 or 282k. So it's like he just added another 0 onto his score and thought that would be great. I tell you, you can see these guys cheating a mile away. So, and you can see the devs have been trying to keep it clean. They've taken the one guy out, so they'll take this guy out. So I need to get about 7k if I really want to be on the top 10. Seasonal gold, on the other hand, I only need 1,000. So we will make it to the top 10. Seasonal, and I didn't even try to do seasonal, because this is not the way I would have done seasonal digging, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, actually, I wanted to take this off. Just want to do something pretty crazy here. Let's hope that doesn't reset the truck. I just want to jump down. Oh, yeah, I was hoping, but it looks like I might have to go a different route. Can we jump from here? And perfect. This is what I'm talking about. It's stupid because I have to come all the way down here. Frickin' that shit. Maybe. Is that? I thought I filled it up before it went dead, but I guess that's not the case here. This isn't going to be close enough. Let's just see. Like this back part's just, I don't think it's close enough unless it's on this side, and it's not. I didn't think it was. Alright, that's good news. So even having these big gas tanks around, if you don't pay attention to your vehicles, you run into some stupid situations like this. Which is killing our time for filling up. Like I was trying to fill up quickly, but this is eating all of our time away. But I think if I move this now, well, actually, because I'm backing, I am. Although, we'll have to see. Because I was thinking if we move that over here, it'd be a lot closer and easier to get to. But I think if it's there, it's going to be in the way. It's not what I wanted. I wanted the gas thingy. There we go. I bought the second one because I was originally thinking I wouldn't get these, but then oh, no, piece of damn shit. I want to go that way. I'm not the greatest at backing things up, so I am learning. I just have to go really slow and just want to back it up out of the way. See, like right there is fine. I gotta get the truck out of here. I could take the truck like... Well, now I'm gonna just reset it because it's a little easier. It's like I'm not trying to get the trailer out and normally I would do the fast travel. So I'm trying to get the trailer to come up with me, but today I didn't want to do that. The other thing that's been a bit of a nuisance for me is like every day these stupid green hoses break, at least two of them. Like, see, I've got one sitting there, break due to the freezing. Now I haven't had the problem before in times when I've dug before, but generally I have two or three. Generally I have three mechanics. I have one and he's not even, second level yet, so I'm gonna park this guy over here, I guess. Well, actually, we're gonna move that forward. So if this is back here, it would be actually better. All right, and I don't have anything tagged right now, any of the walls, and they're all frozen again. But I've just been doing what I've showed you, that's to run the bulldozer over the edge and get it. You fucking kidding me on this one too? Like seriously, it's dead, or it's empty, I mean. Damn it. It's like a damn joke here now. I thought I filled that one up too because I was, you know, I know I'm like, I'm going to be moving this one a lot. Back and forth to fill it up. Oh, actually, this is a problem. I don't... there's room for the truck. We can get it over there. No. This is a problem. We're stuck on something. No, not that way. I just can't see, so... Most part, we're just getting stuck on this, because... Come on, we can do it. I don't care if your muffler's stuck. Try. Oh, what a... God damn it. Alright, we're out. I should have just thought and filled it up while we were down here. The other two don't really need it because they're not gonna... They shouldn't be needing to move at all. They should be pretty well aligned. And even with this one, we should probably just try to... Bet you it'll reach up here. These ones are pretty long. There we go. So if we need to move it, we can. I just forget I always leave these on and then they eat up all the gas. We could probably do the same with the one up there, but I'm just gonna... I just wanted to test it over here first. But that one's arranged a little differently. Let's get over there and fill this one up because it will take some time. It's slow. Let's see. Oh no, the gas thing is at the... Fuel tank is empty. Ow. Well... Oh no, it's at the back here. Where is my gas? This one might be too far away. Yes, I thought so. Okay, well, not a big deal. This one hasn't had to move at all. It's aligned. It's not going anywhere. Okay. So what we can do... Problem is like there isn't a ramp right here, and this can't climb up right there. It's too high. I've tried to move it. Well, that's kind of where I wanted it anyway. Well, not this, but this. So in this video, I know we won't get to the 1,000, but we'll get pretty close. Most of my cleanups now are like between 640 and 680. The dirt is actually, it's pretty good. We're way back in this dirt here. I see that one's empty already. Oh, whoops, we don't want that. It's got... That has 117. That one has 230. I think we just missed those because everything else. This is a good row. And these are the last rows, these two here. So we don't have a lot left to dig either. So I think we've got, if we're lucky, 2,500 maybe. 3K left. Not 3K, 300 ounces left. Or not 300 ounces. Let's try this again. Yeah, about 3K. That's between all that's here. This is like, it could be good dirt, but it's just not cleared off, and I can't clear it off in the winter. I mean, okay, you could, but I'm not going to. Let's put it that way. So now we've got some markings. Yeah, see, it's like this one here that needs to get, or is it this one here? It's hard to say. Could be this one here. Let me jump up on this. And is it too high? Ah, it's too high. That's enough. We're still, you know, I'm just gonna fill it up with the truck at this point, because it's like why move it up to the, let's just go back here and fill it up. Like, the idea was to move this up towards the green gas tank and fill it up, but the fact that we're down here already, we've wasted so much time. This will just be faster. I'm wondering if we're gonna be able to move this back much any either, because it's kind of stuck in a spot now. So, like, so we got two, you know, we're digging already. This is like the first row we're kind of digging into. And then we've got one more row back. So there's not much left to dig anyway. And it does reach back far enough. So we're not like going at 100. No, other way. Well, you know, it's fine right there. I'm not going to try to be too... Now, I have been digging, again, still at night, because what happens is generally this whole filling up and everything takes almost till 6 o'clock. And so then I'm just like, all right, well, we'll just... I haven't even skipped time by the time... I mean, it's 11 o'clock now. We could probably dig in the day and do pretty decent, but... I'm not gonna. Let's hop out of here. So this one, see, it's pretty much lined right up. I can see this one down here has moved a little bit, this guy. So it's basically, yeah, it's aiming the wrong direction. I'm gonna get in here and fix it a little bit. But not like that. Should maybe be, whoops. Let me see. This is kind of what I wanted to see. Oh, we got 3 rows? Oh. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I thought so. It's like another square right here we're just not digging into. So I could dig into this if I need to, if I want to. I probably won't, but then I'll go that way. All right, so that's... I'm just going to back this up. Probably should back up that. I guess we should get out. I'll take this destroyed. You over here fixing my lamp. How nice of you. Not really, but like, what a waste of my time or my money on him. Go fix something that's actually important. There's a stupid light on the ground. We're definitely not really thinking of fixing it, are we? We're at -7, -8. It's not too bad. I think it's when it gets like past -10, things start to freeze. So I do got new ones over here. Hopefully they won't freeze. If they do, well, I'll just buy new ones. At this point, we're rich, so. So I have to admit, today's the first day where I think I'm gonna skip some time. I just want to make sure everything's like off. There's no lights on, because that's gonna lead to a problem if there is. I didn't fill up the dump truck, but I think we'll be okay. It does add some decent light, but I think we're good. We'll just take a shortcut through here. We gotta sleep for just about 6 hours. Well, not just about. If we sleep 6 hours, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Just go start the wash plant and get crap moving. Oh, the bottom one is on line. That's always what takes a little bit of time in the night, but like I'm okay with it. Turn that off so we're not. All my buckets are here. All my mats are where they're supposed to be. And we've got dirt going through the system already, so that's good. I really do think these two are lined up, so we're just gonna get back to this back one, which it too is pretty well lined up. Whoops, we just need to extend it and maybe try to move backwards a touch. So let's do this first. How far back is it gonna let us go? Okay. Let's get some dirt into this thing and see where we're at, but I'm gonna guess that's pretty, it's a little, I think it's a little forward, but oh, we don't got the lights on some of these things, so let's fix that as well. Have to go through every put that one that way. Point that way. We got light covering both sides. We're good to go. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh shit. Let's try this, but I'm pretty certain that our dirt's frozen. If it's not, then something has changed in the way the game works. But as you can see, it looks, you know, like, yeah, see, we can't get no dirt yet. I'm gonna turn that off. cycle back through all of our vehicles. And then turn our light around and oops. Okay. Drop these. Whoa. Not the... It already ripped. Probably enough that we could break it. But I just want to make sure it like stays good for a minute. You can see it's changed the color down the... Why is it not doing it here? Let's like let it go further out. Ooh. Yeah, there it goes. All right, that's enough. That's enough. We'll be good. Just lift that up. Push this guy around a little bit and out of the way. Oh, come on, you can, there we go, see? Now it's broke free and we can just, oh, come on. It's kind of hard to get the first one rolling, but once it's rolling and going further down, then... Oh, nuts, we're dropping it on the ground. Okay, let's get this further down. Break the side over there, maybe. Quite a bit different than Out of Ore we were just playing. If you didn't see, Out of Ore has an update. Just covered a lot of what was in there. Have a go. It's getting a whole lot better. I'm really excited to see that game go. And do some good stuff in the world of mining sims. And then in about 2 days, we're going to check out, is it Coal Miner? Yes, Coal Miner Simulator. So that's coming out on the 11th. Today's the 9th. So we'll see that come out very soon. 2 days. I was not lucky enough to get a key for it. Although I do a bunch of mining stuff. I wish I was that cool. Alright, turn this guy on. Like I said, I think it's a little forward, but not by much. Almost. Alright, Dirt, hurry, it's already 7 o'clock. I mean, we're almost to a point we could use a 4th one, but I don't think I'm gonna take the time to do that. Okay, so that's good. Oh, now this is off. A little over. Just leave that off for a second. That way we've got some dirt just to make sure if it wasn't aligned. But I mean, that looks pretty decent, so. I know that top one, it hasn't moved anywhere, which is really nice. It's aimed like perfect, so. This one, it moves around just a bit, not much, as you can see. It's pretty, it should fall right onto it. Mostly it moves when I hop into it, so gotta be careful. 5 days left, we gotta hurry. I hope there's some, look, if there's like 3K, then we could have a little bit of a buffer, you know. Okay, that's good to go. Turn that engine off. I think we went the wrong way. Okay. I think I'm gonna do is just turn this one on. We got dirt starting to roll through the system. Let's see. Hasn't moved, so this lower down, see if we can, gotta get it so it goes to the bottom. Now we can just dig however we want. No, back it up. Oh, diff lock is off, okay. Deal with that. So, yeah. We had a last episode I said we were going to a wedding on Saturday, which was yesterday. Oh, by the way, happy Easter for all you people that celebrate it. I do myself. My kids went and did a couple of, at least the two younger ones went and did some egg hunts and stuff like that. Had a ball. But Saturday we had a wedding, which I thought was like at our church, but it wasn't. Our church is like 20 minutes away. Instead, it was like an hour drive away. It was in a nice place, but the place, oh my gosh, it was so cold. It was like this older building that they were renovating, so it didn't have like all the heat and stuff. They're like these space heaters, and it was cold. Like, it wasn't super cold. Like outside it was about 5 to 7 degrees. And then I was hoping the wedding would only take about 2 or 3 hours, and it ended up taking like 6. So like really took my whole day up. So yeah, yesterday I was gonna do it too, obviously, this one and another. Well, dredge is what I did, because it's a pretty new one. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and if you haven't seen it, take a look at it. It's a great game. Or I have a link to it somewhere. So you'll see. Yeah, I got that done, and it was like 10 o'clock. I was just like, there's no way I can get two videos out. And then our internet was going slow last night, so instead of taking its 15 minutes to upload, it took, I don't know, an hour or something. And I just didn't want to deal with the nonsense. Okay, this is not picking up. Why is it being stupid? See here, it drives over it. That little block there thinks it's frozen, so we'll have to maybe attack it from the top instead of like scraping the bottom at it right now. But yeah, I knew that with this thing we would probably see a little bit less of a clean out. Well, I mean, but I was thinking though, if for instance we had it doing 4 in a row, which we've done in the past, that would be 860, even up to almost 900 ounces of gold in the 4 that we would do. And then I'm just like, oh, well, then at that point we are actually doing pretty good. So I haven't been missing too much gold, you know, using this over using the excavator. The excavator can be a lot faster. Can be. You know, depends on how you use it, because obviously you can see now I'm like having to drive back and forth. I wonder if we can scoot this thing back some more. Although we get it far enough away, we can just drive towards it rather than back all the way up. In fact, I'll show you. We probably can do it already. But then the aiming is just kind of funky, so gotta be careful with that. Try to aim it kind of diagonal so that it will catch as much as possible. This is actually faster than what I was just doing, so I guess it'll work. But to get that last kind of side over there, you know, like that's towards, but we will be digging more over in this direction anyway, so it's fine. Didn't turn this bucket up, so. We should see around 70% or 75, 76% will change. Well, maybe. Now I'm starting to dump it all on the ground. Yeah, what's up with that? It's like half a bucket. Come on now. Piece of garbage. Give me a whole bucket. So 6%, then we actually did dump most of it where it belongs, so I'm happy with that. Oh, other way. Okay, I think we're too far up. Damn it, this is supposed to be faster, not slower, because I'm dicking around with hitting the trying to hit the I wish they could make that wider, just like a little bit, you know, 2 feet wider on each side. Just don't feel like I'm getting all my dirt in there. I feel like we didn't get a whole bucket. I was right. So it depends if the season ends first or if I am going to do a reset, I am going to try to, you know, dig up to the last day. It's interesting, they have it finally ending at like midnight of the day that it says. So normally they have it end sometime in the mid-evening, you know, 5 or 6. There's been seasons they ended at like 11 a.m. or, you know, way in the morning. So they're trying different things out as well. We can get down to the bottom here. There we go. Yeah, the wedding. I mean, it was a cool wedding, and they were good friends of ours, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm bored to death and I want to go home, but it was like I was hoping it wouldn't be quite as long as it was. I mean, I think there was some things they could have done to, like, maximize the time better, but it's all good. Like, there could have been at least an hour to an hour and a half less of just us hanging out and waiting around. Like, the first thing was like right after the ceremony they did pictures, so during that time we had like cake and stuff. Wasn't the wedding cake, but just some cake, which is fine. I liked it. And then so that took like an hour, but then there was like this hour where we just kind of sat around and they were you know, between this cake thing and actual dinner, because like they're like, okay, you can now go sit at the tables. So we went and sat down at the tables, and then we're just sitting there for like an hour, and then they're finally like, okay, let's go eat. And I'm like, could have happened an hour ago, you know? But overall, like I said, it was a great wedding. Very happy and excited for them, and I hope they do have a good life together. So I think I didn't even play the game yesterday. I could have for a little while, but I was just tired. And I was just like, I don't feel like going through it all to do that. Like sometimes just the thought of having to do every little thing in here. Okay, it's not this with flow fuel. I wonder what's... Oh, it's probably the dump truck. About the only thing we didn't fill up. And that is turned on, so... What the heck? Oh, I must have... Well, I forgot we're not doing it this way. All right. Ah, the keep this side active as well over here. And we gotta dig through that dirt. I think I'm gonna need to leave it here, unfortunately. There's some things here at home I gotta get done. It's getting kind of late, and actually it's really late. It's after 10 p.m. I also need to get this like uploading so that they'll have time to go up tonight. But I can assure you I'll probably get a clean out of about 650 or so, and we'll be less than what, like 500 or less ounces away from being on the leaderboard in a position that's not easy to beat anymore, especially this late in the season. Yeah, so I did want to check in, show you what I've done, show you how it's going, and we'll do a fuller one with a cleanup next time. I do hate it to leave it like this. If I had more time, I'd just keep playing and go, but we're barely to the first cleanup, and not cleanup, but first swap, and it's just, well, that's, I guess that's close enough. There we go. I just want to get to that line. Anyhow, like I said, we're gonna leave it here, but I appreciate you watching. Thank you. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, and if you're brand new, please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.